Today's hot tip involves a paperclip, a hidden paperclip, and some die shapes. The ones I'm using are from this package of 50 designs from Paper Studio, and there are 2 of each kind, which is very helpful for what I did with this removable tag. It has a hidden paperclip on the inside and the 2 die cuts that match, particularly the shape that matches. It's not so important that the design matches, but you want the shape to be just about the same so that you can place it on your page for there, or you can move it somewhere else. And you want your paperclip to leave some space to make the tab. Let me show you. I picked out some out of this package that I thought would work well because the shapes are basically the same. This one is a new post coach, which would be fun for a Western themed journal, perhaps. This one is for a hotel, and it's round, which would also work. This is, I think it's a luggage tag, is what it is. And they're basically the same size. They're a little bit different. It would work. This is one that would not work well because when you place the designs to the outside, the shapes don't fit together. And it would be okay on the part that goes between the pages, but the part that sticks out, you would have this other piece of the car sticking up there, the white side, so you wouldn't really want that. So that's not a suitable one unless you put something, you had a page and you put this on top of it so that you had something else hiding the other side of this one. This is a shield, same Grand Hotel, and basically the same shape on each side. So anyway, you get the idea, I think. These are postage stamps, different designs on them, but basically the same size, so that would work. It wouldn't make a very big tab, but it would still work for the purpose. And then this is Carlton Hotel, which is basically that size. So I thought we would do this one just for the fun of it, and it's a nice size for a tab. What you need are the 2 die cuts or a similar thing, a paper clip, and you can use either the standard size. If you want something a little more secure, you can use one of these larger ones. And that would be good on this one, I think. So we'll do that. And then you just need a piece of thinnish paper, nothing too thick because it's going around the paper clip and might be kind of bulky. So I thought I would just take one of these, a sheet out of this notepad, and use it. I'm going to use enough to go. It's going to be hidden inside of here, so about right there would be good. Just a little strip. It needs to have enough room to glue it around the paper clip and make it secure. Okay, you need your paper clip to be covered with this. And this needs to be long enough to cover up the paper clip. And the reason for that is when you slide something in and out of here, you don't want it catching on the edge of this. So you want that to cover that. And then this part, cover this part as well. And it doesn't really matter that that end is showing because it's going to be inside of this size here. In fact, I need to trim it off just a little bit on the sides to make it fit a little better inside. Okay, so you have your paper clip with this edge is where it's going to slide onto the page. So you want to put it on this so that that's right side up and there's enough sticking out for a tab, and you want to glue it here. So I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac and do that. I'm also going to put a little bit around this paper clip to hold it in place as well. Just a little bit here and out here. Okay. And then on this one also. These die shapes are actually Hobby Lobby. The Paper Studio things are on sale periodically. And this week, the first week in April of 2025, if you're seeing this in the future, those things are on, the Paper Studio brand is on sale. They list what it is, but these die cuts are one of the things that they're they have 40% off on this week. So I'm going to be going out there and checking it out. Okay, now this needs to go, depending on how much you want of this to show. I may just put it back here and have a pretty good sized tab on there. Okay, I glued the paper clip with the paper around it down to this. I'm going to hold it for just a second. I'm going to glue on this paper and this part so that these two pieces stick together and the paper clip is stuck to the back of that. Okay, and then on this. I don't think I want that glue there. No, that's okay. That's okay. I have to stop and think about where it's sticking together. Okay. So, whoops. Got glue on that. Didn't need that. Put that more there. Okay. And then you just place these together where they line up. They're not perfect. See, that has that little divot there that is just to make it look old, I think, is the purpose of that. But it won't make any difference, I don't think, to that. Okay, just pressing it together a little bit to get the glue stuck on there. So before I stick that on, I'll let that dry a little bit, but I wanted to give you some other options for what you could use if you don't have these die cuts. You could use things like these are old greeting cards, and they're cardstock white. This is not real heavy. But what you could do, I'll just use these bone folders to illustrate what you could use a piece of this and fold it like here, and you'd have the bird on one side and you have these leaves on the other. You could add a little butterfly or something if you wanted to do that. Or you could also use this part down here with the flowers, put a butterfly there. You'd fold it here, and that would be this edge, and then you place the paper clip on the inside just at the other side. And let's see if this is dry enough, and I'll just slide it on here. It goes on like that, and it stops with that part sticking out for the tab. Okay, so other things. This is another example. You could use just the bird. I think that would be a cute one. I may make that one up. Or you could use cardstock. This is some Paper Studio cardstock. You could just cut a piece off and do the same thing as I was saying with this. It doesn't matter that it's connected here, because you're going to glue it like these. You're gluing it here to make it connected. And I was going to show you with this one what you could do. I have this punch that cuts a tag shape. And what you could do is you could fold this in half. And you want it to be connected. So what you would do is I open this up so I can see what I'm doing. Put it in where the fold is, where the top, where that is connected. You adjust this to where the fold is below. It's below where that cut is, so that you have a folded piece right there. So the two pieces are connected. And then punch it. See it's together. And then you can add your paper clip inside. So you wrap your paper clip with the paper, and then you want this part to be glued together so that it can stick out as your tab. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue across here. Like that. And I'm going to glue this together and this side together. And glue this down with the open end going to the bottom. Put that in straight, and then glue this. And fold this part down. And then you have a little tab shape with a paper clip. And you have the added bonus of this being a tuck spot. You can tuck something up under that once you have it on your page. Here's a page. Okay, there you go. Another thing you could do is use, this is an Easter card, and you could use this part of it and just have it a little bit taller and narrower. So you would have a longer tab. That part of that would be showing on that side. And then on the other side, you'd have the scallop there. So anyway, I hope that made sense and that you like the idea. This is the other one I have that has the paper clip in it. And like I said, you can move it to another page and just slide it on. And it's great for like in planners. You could mark the page that you're currently working on. Or it could be a bookmark, and you could just use it in a book you're reading to keep your place. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed that, and I'll be back with some more ideas later on. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.